Welcome back to our Travel HubSpot CRM series. Now, let's pick up where we left off the last video. So today we'll be looking at marketing. Now, marketing has 5 subheaders under it: ads, emails, landing pages, social, and forms. As recently as the 1st of September 2020, the day I'm making this video, has HubSpot made landing pages free. So this is a recent development. Now, going into each and every one of these, what is ads? So ads permits us to see which of our platforms and which of our ads are working well for us. To get started with it, we'll need to connect our ad accounts. So HubSpot gives us option to connect 2 ad accounts from the 3 platforms: Facebook, Google Ads, and LinkedIn. As a travel agent, you're definitely using Facebook for social media promotion, but you should also be using Facebook for either boosting your posts or running ad campaigns. Now, if you're doing that, connecting Facebook will give you a very wide coverage. So let's go ahead and connect our account and see what happens. So it now wants to know which ad account I want to connect. This is the one that I would like to connect. So this is connected. Do I want to connect any other account? Not at the moment. And this is the page I want to connect. Continue. So select a pixel. This is the pixel we are connecting. So once we have connected the account and the page and selected the pixel, it can tell us what is happening. Now, I'm currently running an advertisement, and as I can see, I've received 1,916 impressions. Now, this stat unfortunately is not correct. It says 0 clicks, but I know there have been clicks on it. I have received traffic from it. This is how, once you've connected it, you can start seeing all your data coming in to HubSpot directly. So if I've got my pixel installed, if I've got my HubSpot tracking code on my website installed, then I can go from here and straight away start creating an advertisement. And whether it's a link ad, whether it's a lead generation ad, or it is just an awareness ad, it can all be created from right within HubSpot. So that is the feature that HubSpot Ads has. The next thing that we have is called the email. When we talk about email, we are actually talking about email marketing. Now, HubSpot is not very generous when it comes to the allowance they give us on the free plan. We only get 2,000 email sends each month. Now, that's not a lot. So if you had an audience size of, let's say, 1,000 and you had 2,000 email sends, that means you can only send 2 emails per person on your subscriber base, which is not a lot at all. What I like to do personally is I like to use Sendinblue. With Sendinblue, I get a whole lot more features, and I sync Sendinblue with our lists, the lists that we created when we were discussing about contacts. I use a tool called Zapier, and through Zapier, I automate the flow of the leads between HubSpot CRM and Sendinblue. However, if you wanted to, you could use the marketing feature in HubSpot CRM itself. And if you wanted, again, to stay with them, you can upgrade by paying $50. If you happen to be a new user, be on the lookout. HubSpot at times gives you a special promotional pricing. Recently, I saw it was 30% off for subscribers in India. But as I see here now, it is back to $50. So if I wanted to upgrade, this would be what I would do. Then I will be paying $50 a month. So exit here. Now, creating an email is rather easy if you wanted to use it. I must say that HubSpot has a pretty decent drag and drop builder. So let's go and create an email. So they give us 5 basic templates that we can use. Anything else, again, obviously they want us to upgrade. And I don't blame them. Their CRM itself is so feature packed. If you needed a better visual experience on your emails, they definitely want you to upgrade. So I don't blame them for that. However, using the simple templates they have, we can still create some stunning newsletters if that is what you would like to do with HubSpot. In my case, as I said, I would prefer to use something else rather than using HubSpot. So it's pretty straightforward how you build it. I mean, changing the logo to changing the images. So you can replace every single element. You can control the width, height. You can hyperlink it. You can apply padding however which ways you want. So if you're a little familiar with building web pages or with email builders, you would realize that padding plays a very important role when it comes to designing visuals. The only drawback you would have of using HubSpot for email marketing is that you will have this huge footer at the bottom of the email, which will be in every single email you send out. And that is how all the free tools work. So that is the only thing that you have to remember. So yes, you can create some really nice emails in this, but as I said, the send is pretty limited. You get only about 2000 cents. So I would much rather use this 2000 cents for a different thing, and that is for going to landing pages. So landing pages are pretty new. Even I have not played around a lot with it as yet. I just saw it today morning that they had changed the landing pages. They had made it free. They made this change. They let us build 20 landing pages for free. So landing pages where you would be bringing your traffic to if you had a lead magnet, because you need a zero distraction environment when you bring your prospects to the lead page, or as some people would like to call it, the squeeze page. The lead generation page or the landing page has only one objective, and that is to help you convert the visitor into a lead. So we want the email address, and in exchange we are ready to share our lead magnet with you. So you can choose which template best suits you. So in case you were doing it for a guidebook that you were offering, let's say you had the insider tips to Maldives, and we are sticking with Maldives on this tutorial. So if you had an insider guide for Maldives, or you wanted to run a special promotion it says welcome to paradise. So since we're talking about Maldives and this page says welcome to paradise, let's see what you can do here. Again, every component, every single thing is totally customizable, from your logo to what text you want to put in here. What are the highlights you want to see? Do you want a form here? If you don't want your form here and you want to drag it down or you want to delete it, you can simply just delete it here, and you can drop any other module in this if you want. You can have your write-ups. Let's say you have a promotion for 3 of the top hotels from Maldives. You could have them here. You could add anything you want. You could embed a video if you wanted to. So this has the flexibility of building up a proper landing page. Earlier, if I wanted to use a landing page, then I would actually use a dedicated landing page site, or I would use one of my email marketing tools. Like I use normally 2, MailerLite as well as Sendinblue. So I would use either of the 2 to build a landing page. But with this, I'm pretty sure we can use this also to build our landing pages. Once you've built it, you can publish it. Go ahead, publish it. Page title is required, so we have to tell test. And this is where it would publish the page. So it'll be at whatever your HubSpot username is or your HubSpot name is, and HubSpotPageBuilder.com, and then you can have a content slug, which in our case, if we put Maldives, and then you can have your meta description. Now, meta description is needed for the SEO purposes, and if you wanted to have a featured image, you could choose a featured image, and this is the image that will show up on the search engines. Once you've done this, you can move to the next stage, optimize. It'll ask you to see how it looks. If you would have customized it, we could have even taken a look how it would look if the merge tags were used. In our case, it's not. We can check how this would look on a tablet. We can check how it would look on a mobile. See, the good thing about HubSpot is it is very responsive. Whatever HubSpot creates, it's very responsive, and that is the good part about using HubSpot default options. So yeah, all looks good. We are done with it. We can either copy the shareable link, since we already put in a slug, or we can go ahead and publish it. The minute we publish it, the link that we had would go live. I'm not going to publish it, so let's exit out of here. We can make 20 landing pages. As I said, we've made one which I will delete later. So the next thing is social. Now, social is only available with Marketing Hub Professional. They wanted to show us how the social posting works. It's not on our page, it is just a demo page. So you could create a demo post, you could set a time when you wanted to post, you could choose whether you wanted to post it to Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or Instagram. You could go ahead and do all that. So yeah, this is what the social is. And then lastly, we have the forms. Now, where I'm not a big fan of using email marketing tools of HubSpot, but I'm a big fan of using the forms from HubSpot. Simply because the forms are again very responsive, and with their forms, I'm able to track in a lot more visitors, and I get the information directly in my CRM. Creating a form is rather simple. You can choose whether you want an embedded form, you want a page, something similar to a landing page, you want a pop-up box, you want a drop-down banner. Now, drop-down banners have been very effective. I've seen drop-down banners being very effective in travel agency sales. Now, what a drop-down banner can do for your businesses. So continuing with our destination, we are still promoting Maldives. If you have a drop-down banner, let's say we had a new promotion that had come out and we wanted to get the visitors hooked up on this promotion, or we wanted this promotion to be shown to the visitors as soon as possible. So I want to actually take them from this page to a page which is not accessible otherwise, take them from this part to the rates, but in between I want to capture their contact details, because growing your list should always be your priority. You have to keep on growing your list. If the client doesn't buy today, if you have them on the list, there is a probability they're going to buy some other time. So make sure that you always grow your list. You can customize the colors using a hexacode. I prefer to always use this golden color, stands out more. And this is, as we checked here, this is a form step. So next, what do we want next things to show up? Do we just want the email address? Do we want to put in an image here? Do we want to say something in the email? So let's say we put in this here. Let's say we are happy just getting their email. Otherwise, you can go here and add other fields. You get options to add first name, last name, and phone number. So these are the fields that you're permitted in the free version. Instead of subscribe now, we are going to use take me to the promotion. Having done this, press next. And now we can add a button here and put in a non-HubSpot URL. What we've done is we've added, thank you for sharing your email address with us. Please click here to access the promotion. And we've given it a non-HubSpot URL. This is where they're going to get directed to. Once we press next, it gives us then the option to, do we want to set up a follow-up email? Now, you do remember I said that I don't like to use the 2,000 emails that I get for email marketing. I would much rather use them to set up a follow-up email here. And what this would do is this would help me then stay in touch with them and do also a follow-up on the packages. So this is a nicer way to stay connected and to use our 2,000 emails from HubSpot for staying in touch. Use something like Send in Blue later to do your email marketing. Next are the targeting options. So what do we want? Do we want it to be on all pages? In this case, yes. So the next is the filter stage. Do we want to choose any filter? We basically have only two filters available to us, which is either the segmented lists or the visitors. So if any of our email marketing promotions has brought them here and these people are already on the list, then it makes sense to use it. I usually give it a pass. When do you want this pop-up to show up? Now, ideally, you should wait for a little bit of time when the client is on the website. You can trigger it on 50% page scroll, and you can also check the other one. So in this case, it'll use either of the two. In minimum seconds, even if the client has not, or even if the visitor has not reached 50% of the page, the pop-up or the drop-down is going to come. Then it wants to know, once a visitor has come to our site, using a mobile, do we want to show this or do we want to turn it off? I want to show it because as the trends show, Over 50% of the visits that we are getting are all coming to us through mobile devices. I would absolutely turn it off. In case they dismiss the pop-up, how long do I want it to remain deactivated? No more than 3 days. And when contacts are captured, send email notification to, and you can specify an email address here. You can also push new contacts to your email provider, but the minute you press this, it will take you to your settings, and there you will have to integrate the email provider. Now this is something which we would try and do in the last video itself. Once you're done with this, come here, take a look at it, how this would look. So this is how, when the visitor is on your site, once the 7 seconds have passed, or once you scroll down to 50%, this is how this will come. Click here to find out. New holidays promotions are out. Grab them now. Put your email address. Once they've done that, it'll take them to the promotion. If I click on this here, it'll open up another page, and it says the page is nowhere to be found. So we know in general everything works. So this is how the forms work. And as you can see in the process, while we were discussing this, they have just added campaigns into it. And this has happened just as we started the video. The campaigns was not there, and now campaigns has come up. So these are all the new features they are pushing out, and campaigns is also blocked for our usage. So guys, as you can see, HubSpot is a pretty robust CRM. Hey, I'm a huge advocate for a CRM to begin with. My first step, whichever client I consult, is to take a look at the CRM and see how good their CRM is. And when I benchmark it, I compare it, I always compare it with HubSpot. HubSpot keeps on rolling out new features. It has got a great user interface. I don't need to go very far. You can see from the start of this video till the end of the video, the features had changed. That's how they keep on pushing new changes all the time. So this is it for this video. Thank you for your time. This is Vishal Mehra signing off. I'll see you in the next video.